All right, man. We ready? It's about 7 a.m. and we are 3 hours away from Chicago in a spot called Green Bay, just off of Lake Michigan. Standing on about 12 inches of ice here, and we got one mission and one mission only, and that is to catch some of the finest freshwater fish that planet Earth has to offer. Today we're going after an array of freshwater fish. We got walleye, perch, maybe pike, whitefish, all because they are the key ingredient in a very, very special Midwestern delicacy that we're going to talk about later. For now, let's catch some fish. Dude, do you think if I had a sail, I could fly?
Yeah.
So we were welcomed into the ice shack by our guides Drew and Ryan. Both of these dudes are local Green Bay area guys with decades of experience fishing the Great Lakes. Super cool dudes, could not have asked for better fishing Sherpas. The ice shacks themselves look no frills, but they were pretty impressive. They have these blown out floors so you can get right to the ice, and they were surprisingly warm. And considering they have to drive these things 1.5 miles out onto the ice, that's pretty cool.
Does he have it? Yes. Yes.
Woohoo!
Big perch. Huge
Let's go
perch.
the perch, baby!
Holy crap.
Oh, he's beautiful.
That's a big boy.
That's a sweet, sweet fish. Look at that belly. She's been eating. Wow.
We don't get too many out here like that. That's big.
I work natural gas construction.
Have you been ice fishing since you were a kid?
Yeah. Yep. Since I could walk.
And you're from here.
Oh yeah, Green Bay.
How does the fish fry fit into your life?
Yeah, I mean it's a really big Wisconsin thing. I mean,
Yeah.
you go to any bar on a Friday night and it's packed. My favorite fish is perch and walleyes. They just taste the best in my opinion. My dad runs a bar for 40 years. I've learned a lot for how he makes his
So
fish
you guys
fries.
fish fry up there?
Yeah.
Oh, sick. Okay, so how do you do it?
I used to make my own breading where I would take kind of sun chips,
Sure.
the
Oh,
cheddar
nice.
harvest. The cheddar harvest one was always one of
Yeah.
the ones. Crunch it all up, put some flour in there with it, and I have a little dip in an egg and do
Yeah.
it. It was a lot more work.
Sure.
And the way I do it now is just the easiest way. I soak the fish in a can of beer, and I'll either do it overnight or do it for an hour or two. I'll get the shore lunch beer batter and I'll shake it in that.
Sides with fish fry. What's going on here? I heard rye bread.
A lot of people like tartar sauce.
Yeah.
Tartar sauce is a big thing up here. You eat normal French fries, if you're
Yeah,
already
sure.
frying fish. Chunk of onion, some butter on a rye bread. You can make a little sandwich
Yeah,
out of
something
it.
like that, yeah.
And I mean, there's,
Straight
Yeah.
up, not even toasted rye bread. Just
No.
rye bread, butter,
Yeah,
and then when you
onion.
say a chunk of onion, what do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean?
Like a chunk.
Like a straight chunk.
You just get-
Like a slab.
Yeah, like a slab of
Okay,
onion.
like
We got a fish.
fishy.
Nice and slow.
That's a big boy. He's a slimer.
That's a tank. There's more fish down there.
So this was my first time ice fishing, and it's a lot like other types of fishing in many ways, other than the fact you're in the middle of a frozen lake. But yeah, I mean, it was a little spooky at times, but the ice is so thick, I mean a foot thick in some places, that people were actually driving their trucks on it. It's a slow, relaxing day full of bursts of excitement when you finally hook a fish. Adult beverages are consumed, stories are definitely exaggerated, and the talk is top tier. I love it.
This probably only has 3 lines of screws. The 2 walls and down the center.
Yeah.
If you ran 2 more studs across.
Woo!
Yeah.
Got him. Look at that slime, dude. Yum. We secured the perch, the whitefish. There's just one other species on the docket.
Get him full.
God,
Walleye, baby.
let's go. Dude, look
told
at
you
those
I was
gills. Beautiful, dude.
confident,
Nice.
dude.
I really
Nice.
Confidence. That's why I tied that bait on.
Oh,
That's
beautiful,
awesome.
man.
You just smoked it, eh?
Oh yeah.
First walleye ever. That's a fish fry fish, dude. Look at those teeth. That'll get you. Wow. Sick. Sick. Perch, whitefish, and now the walleye. We got 3 amazing Wisconsin freshwater fish ready for the fish fry. Let's go back to the crib and cook these babies up. Well, almost, not quite. There's one more thing we have to do after 12 plus hours on the ice, and that's get a real deal, authentic Wisconsin fish fry.
It smells so good.
Thank you. So we got like straight up onion in rye bread with butter in the center. And then we got what looks to be tartar, a creamy coleslaw of sorts. And then all that delicious fish here. Our perch, bluegill, and then that's probably the walleye, I would imagine. I'm going in with my hands. The onion's nice. All right, so we're back at the crib, and we got our 3 fishies that we caught in front of us here. So first we got the walleye, then we got the whitefish, and finally the little perchy perch. So we're gonna fry all these guys up, but before we do that, we're gonna make all of the components of a classic Wisconsin fish fry. One of the core components of a fish fry is good coleslaw, specifically a creamy coleslaw, something that's rich but also a little tangy. Let's make it. We're gonna go in with some green cabbage, just kind of mandolin this up, then chopped a little bit. I'm gonna hit that early with kosher salt, sugar, apple cider vinegar. Then I'm just gonna work all the sugar and salts and the vinegar into the cabbage, kind of help that spread the seasoning around and break down a bit. You can see the volume's dropping drastically already. Now we just got a little parsley, whole grain mustard, mayonnaise for that creamification, and a little sour cream for that second component to our creamification. Celery seed, I think it adds a nice flavor, and just a little black pep. Now we're just gonna give that a mix by hand. And if you like your coleslaw a little creamier or a little less creamy, just toggle the amounts of mayonnaise and sour cream you put in. Yumbo. Next up we got tartar sauce, which is essentially sort of just like a flavored mayonnaise. Perfect for dipping le fish, and a quintessential Wisconsin Supper Club condiment. The body of the sauce is mayo, a lot of it. We got some lemon juice, lemon zest, shugs, some chopped pickles, these are dill pickles, shallot, capers, not classic, but I love them, dill, and then again, not classic, but some horseradish. I just like the bite it provides. Little black pea, pinch of kosher, and of course, a pinch of the GP, the God particle, MSG. We're just gonna stir that all up, and that's literally all you do. Oh yeah, it's looking beautiful. And that is our tartar sauce. Again, this isn't very classic. I mean, we added the capers, we added the shallot, and what else? This would be horseradish, of course, but it tastes really nice. It's kind of my interpretation and version of sort of a more, I hate to say it, sounds kind of pretentious, but like elevated version. Tastes great. Try it out. All right, so I went ahead and made some rye bread last night. This has been fermenting overnight in the fridge. I understand it's extremely extra. You could totally go to the store and buy some, especially if you got like a good bakery nearby. But this recipe is actually really easy as far as bread goes, so I'm gonna leave it for you on the webpage. I'll put it in the description. Yeah, fresh bread, fresh fish fry, good stuff. Before we fry the fish, we gotta dredge them. Typically, when people think of fried fish, either here in the US or abroad, they might think of fish and chips, shorter, chunkier fries, and more of a beer battered or a battered fish situation. In Wisconsin, at least in the experience that I have, it seems to be that they mostly dredge the fish in either like a seasoned flour or a flour. So today we're gonna use a special technique, one that is inspired by a restaurant that I've been going to for a long time. I think they have a great fish fry, and it calls for an interesting component in the dredge. Specifically this stuff. Instant mashed potatoes. I know it sounds bizarre, but think about it. A coating of sort of a pre-seasoned mashed potato product that when it coats the fish, turns like a deeply, deeply rich golden brown. It stays super crunchy and crispy throughout. It's almost like using potato chips, but honestly, it turns out better than potato chips. I think this even has some milk powder in it, which is partially probably why it browns so well. Anyways, that is gonna be our final station of the dredging. Before we start, I'll just season. Let's do the perch first. I'll season with a little salt. We're gonna keep one hand dry, go into the potato starch just to kind of complement that mashed potato flake situation. Shake that off. into the wet. That's just egg wash, a little egg and water. Get all that eggy off. Now it's into the dry again. That mashed potato. Beautiful. Look at that. And there's no really need to double coat here. This already gets super crunchy. Boom. Now we just rinse and repeat with the remaining fish. Every fish fry needs fries. I understand very well that good cooking takes time and patience, but I have yet to put enough time and patience into a homemade fry recipe that tastes as good as the frozen stuff. And you can ask any chef from your favorite burger joint. I'd be willing to bet the middle joint of my left pinky that they use frozen fries at the restaurant. I mean, think about it. In-N-Out, those aren't frozen. Do you like those fries? Comment below. So today we have good old Rye, not sponsored. Any frozen fry bag is gonna be just fine. All right, that oil was ripping it like 380. It's probably dropped down to like 320. It'll come back to like 350 to 375. That's what we want for golden brown fries. A little bit of salt on the fries. Sizzling and beautiful. All right, where should we start? Let's do some whitefish since we have so much of it. We'll drop the little guys in. Probably get a bunch in. So we just dropped these in and they're already taking on a nice golden brown color. They'll get a lot darker, but I like doing this because one, fish, you don't have to double fry so that you don't overcook the fish. This is gonna get plenty crispy on the first fry. And those potatoes cook almost like in tandem with the fish, which is great. All right. I'd say that's a pretty successful first test batch. All right, big boy walleye going in. These are gonna curl up and get nice and beautiful. Ooh, that's a piece of fish. Last but not least, the perch. We got our walleye here. The perch, two special things that we'll talk about later, and all the whitefish. We got our big fillet and the smaller fingers. Let's see what our bread looks like. Very nice. Little rye bread. Smells great. Think we better butter up the rye. Got some butter here, nice and soft. And I'll just do what they did at the restaurant. All right, we got all our fish fried up. We got 3 species. Remember, we got perch, walleye, whitefish. A little bit of slaw, the tartar. You can't forget the buttered rye and the raw white onion. I think I'm gonna have to go raw dog on these just to kind of taste the fish first. So start with the perch. Sweet, that's nice, little guys. But I guess for a perch, this was a big guy, according to the guide. Shout out Drew and Ryan. The walleye. A little meatier texturally. But look at that flesh there. That looks almost identical to the perch, but a little meatier texturally. Oh, and we gotta talk about these. These are the cheeks. I forget if they're walleye or whitefish. My Wisconsin peeps, let me know below. I'm pretty sure it's whitefish. Ryan, our guide, was telling us that this is like a really, really good and usually reserved for the cook, so it's trying. Oh, whoa. Yeah, whole different texture, look at that. You can see it's like stringy. I mean, usually cheeks on animals, pig cheek for example, is fatty and delicious, has a slightly different flavor. Kind of like the fish equivalent. Moving on to the whitefish. Little fingers here. Okay, definitely the softest of the fish. Not mealy, but like softer. Now, whitefish is an oily fish. I guess it's related to salmon. But to be honest, I'm not getting a lot of like fatty, like rank, fishy, oily, anything like that. It's clean and good. It's also extremely fresh, so. Now to try this in the way of a true Wisconsinite here. Got a rye bread that's buttered, some raw onion. I'm gonna take some of this here, perch. I'm gonna take some of this here, lemon juice, maybe a little bit of tartar. Pop that right on the bite zone. Make a little sandwich, an open face sandwich. Yeah, that's nice. You get the supple, fresh, clean fish, the nice bread that's got a lot of great rye flavor, and then that raw onion that just kind of like cuts through things, adds that crunch. It's pretty balanced. I know the white onion might freak some of you out, but it is pretty good. Let's try some of the slaw. I love celery seed and coleslaw, man, especially a creamy coleslaw. Again, all this fried stuff, you need this coleslaw, even though it's creamy, to kind of break through everything. So, necessary and delicious. This is all good and fine, there's nothing wrong with this, but when it comes to fried fish, whether you're talking about fish and chips or Wisconsin fish fry, I'm a big malt vinegar guy, so. Yeah, malt vinegar, baby, so good. All right, if we're gonna talk about my favorite fish on the platter, 1, 2, 3, third place, still delicious, but probably the whitefish, just because it's a little softer in texture. Flavor-wise, still very good though. Second place, this is tough, it's between the perch and the walleye. Second place is probably gonna be the perch. It was extremely sweet, and these little fillets are so delicate and beautiful, and I just wanna like pop them like popcorn. But at the end of the day, the number one, the walleye, was just meaty, substantial, still extremely clean in flavor and sweet. It's kind of got a lot going on. I don't know, man. I'd be happy with any of these fish if they were served to me at a restaurant, but I think walleye is my favorite. Let me know in the comments below if you have any experience with freshwater fish, which is your favorite to eat. The Wisconsin fish fry at the crib. Big shout out to Scott Allen and his guide service. I'm gonna leave all the links that you need if you wanna take that trip yourself down below in the description. If you like the video, remember to like the video. If you're new to the Chansky, subscribe to the Chansky, join the partay. The best way to support us is over on Patreon, AKA the Grocery Fund. Helps us fry the fish, catch the fish, do all the fish things. That's pretty much all I got for you. So until next time, take it easy.